Did you know that as an online fitness coach, there are only 3 types of content you really need to be worrying about sharing? And if you're not sharing this content, then you're probably struggling to make sales right now. No one really takes you seriously. Even if you do get somebody on the phone to sell them your program, they tell you it's too expensive or they're shopping around. And if you're not sharing these 3 types of content, then it tells me you're still just guessing and hoping for the best. So in this video, I'm going to show you what's helped clients like Toby, who just made almost £50,000 in a single month, or people who started from scratch like Krish, who just made 6K and just quit her corporate job. And after posting on Instagram since 2013 and being a fully online coach for 8 years, I can tell you for sure there is so much noise online right now, and you can distill your content strategy down to these 3 types of posts. So post number 1, connection content. So connection content is a form of you quite literally connecting with your audience. This means sharing personal stories. For example, think about all of the stuff in your life that you struggle with and you overcame, but also some of the best things that happened in your life. My own personal example might be going through anxiety attacks. It was only about 6 or 7 years ago that I would have anywhere between 12 to 15 anxiety attacks every single day. And then I can share the lessons of what that taught me. But here's the other thing you can do. You can then connect back something that is unrelated to fitness with something that is related to fitness. For example, let's say you talk about how you used to be scared of dressing a certain way or acting a certain way, or maybe you used to have a phobia of bees or wasps or dogs like I did. And then you talk about how you overcame that fear, which is very similar to somebody maybe having a fear of going into the weights area or telling their friends and family that they're on a fitness journey. And you can connect back your personal stories to lessons that people would need to know if they're on a fitness journey right now. And the reason why this matters so much in August 2026 and beyond is because people don't buy coaching, they buy coaches. So what they need to feel like is that they are learning from somebody that actually they can relate to. Because like when someone goes and gets a job, if you really think that they're choosing who they decide to hire based on their credentials and they're not just doing it based on the same football team or the person they get along with the best, then you're very naive. You've got to remember that people are going to go with who they get that natural sort of connection with. Maybe you support the same football team. Maybe you're both parents. Maybe like me, you hate football and you love Love Island and you have these things that you stand for, the things you stand against. This is the type of content that you have to be sharing. Content type number 2 is value. And this is you doing what I'm doing right now and giving not just tips and tricks, but actual actionable, valuable stuff. For example, think about the stuff that you do on a daily basis that has made your life better, which has made your own fitness goals easier to achieve, and teach it back through your content. For example, let's say, why do you have breakfast? And if you did have breakfast today, what did you have for breakfast and why did you have that for breakfast? And then talk about it. And if you have a pre-workout, talk about why you have a pre-workout. Talk about which pre-workout you have. The framework is what, why, how, and now. And I'm kind of doing it in this video. Talk about what it is you're going to cover, whether or not someone should take a pre-workout, why they should or shouldn't take it, what are the consequences for not taking it, how will their life be better for taking it, and then how to go about it, which pre-workout to buy, which website to go to, and then finally a call to action, which is a CTA of, comment below for my pre-workout guide, or DM me if you want to learn which pre-workout I take, for example. So this should make up the bulk of your content. Probably about, out of like a 7-day posting schedule, maybe 3 or 4 of your posts for the week are value. And then the other 1 or 2 are connection. And then the other third post we're going to talk about is proof. Okay, so proof means sharing results you're getting with your clients. And here's the thing. I know I'm going to have people watching this video that maybe you either don't have results with your clients, you do, but they're not very good, or you get results with your clients, but they aren't sharing them with you. If you fall into that camp, whether you like it or not, in that scenario, it means that then you need to become the social proof. For example, Before I was able to get somebody else a result in fitness, what I did is I went on my own fitness journey. So I went from skinny to strong. I went from being out of shape to getting in shape. I put on muscle. I got lean. I documented it. I did a bodybuilding show. I did a photo shoot. I used to post my progress on Instagram every day, every week for years. So there was undeniable proof, regardless of me proving whether or not I could help someone else, I had proven that I could help myself. And that is the first battle you have to win. Can you get your own result? Then level 2 is, can you get a result for someone else? So if you don't have results with clients, then share your own. And if you do have results with clients, you've got before and after photos, written testimonials, which are a bit boring, but we'll take them. And ideally, video testimonials is the next level. Can you get somebody on video saying great things about you? So throughout a 7-day period, we've got connection, 1 to 2 posts, personal stories, 3 or 4 posts a week with value, giving actionable steps, and then connection, value, and then finally social proof. Social proof, proving that you can get the results that you say you do. So in the beginning, if you don't have the social proof to play with, the majority of your content might be more like you giving value of the stuff that you've achieved, and then sprinkled in with your connection. And then eventually when you start to get more and better results with your clients, you can add that into the mix. And here's the best part. You can apply this to YouTube like this. So this is a value video. Maybe my next one might be connection or social proof. And you can also use the same framework on email as well. So let's say you're emailing a list 3 times a week. Monday you do connection. Wednesday you do proof. Friday you do value. Okay, so speaking of value, if you found this useful and valuable, make sure to like the video, subscribe for future videos. And if you want to learn more about working with me, message me the word YouTube on Instagram, and we can have a conversation to see if or how we could help you either start or scale your online business. And I'll catch you on the next video.